back to this channel whereby we talk about child development and things to do with childhood, things to do with parenting, and things to do with first-time mothers. Hello. Yeah. So today I want us to discuss on something little and yeah, so today we are going to discuss on child's development. And on my previous video I talked about different stages of a child's development. On those stages I focused on the first stage between 0 and 5, and on the previous video I was talking about this is the time for disciplining, of teaching, of letting your child explore. And so today we are going to look at a different stage of between the age of 6 to 12, and these are some few tips that I want us to share. What's up? I want us to share, and this is the stage of whereby we are training our children. We want them to be responsible adults or responsible young adults, because we find that this is the time whereby a child is now developing in all sorts of areas. The child is learning from school, the child is learning from the TV, the child is learning from books, the child is learning from internet, and all this. So the child is exploring a lot. The exploration is wider at this stage between 6 and 12 years. So this is the time as a parent you're supposed to be training your child on what, even this is the time whereby a child sometimes can ask, maybe, "Mom, I want to be a doctor. What are the procedures?" Maybe, "Mom, I want to become this and the other." Maybe, "Father or Dad, I want to be this and that. What are the procedures?" So this is the time whereby you're training your child on who they want to be in future. And here, there are just a few tips whereby sometimes as parents, we confuse a lot. And this is whereby you find that, you know, the child is so excited about things. Like a child can want those things of like astronauts. They want to, like, maybe they want to go to the moon and things like that. So because they're in that curiosity, they're in that time of exploring, there's that time of reading things out. They are exploring in books, they are reading new information, they get a lot of ideas. So you find that your child maybe wants to explore a lot of things. So this is the time as a parent, sit with your child and explain and let them know. And also this is the time whereby as a parent, you can know what your child wants to become, because you know there are these special children whereby they are talented, they are so genius, they know everything. When they are studying in school, they are like genius in school. They want to explore a lot of things. So this is the time as a parent you sit with your child and learn your child and see what your child is interested in, and then help your child to accomplish. Because you don't wait until your child maybe has finished college or maybe is in high school, and then you start realizing, oh, my child wants to be a soccer player, or maybe my child wants to be an astronaut, or maybe my child wants to be a scientist, things like that. Everything starts from a beginning. And that's why as a parent it's very important for you to learn your children. You can know this child is so interested in this thing, this child is so interested in music, and this is where you are trying to explore with your child. If your child is interested in music, then you buy those music instruments, you help your child, you take your child to those the people that can teach music and teach about music. If your child is interested in maybe medicine, this is the time you are trying to learn your child slowly by slowly and helping your child through. You know, this is not the era whereby you see your child is interested in something and you're like, no, you are supposed to stick in books, you're supposed to be reading books only, you have to stick to the schedule. Yeah. What's up, baby? Something has fallen. Let me pick for you. Here you go. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. So this is the time whereby you're supposed to explore together with your children, and start early. Start very early, because as I've said, children learn a lot of things, and this is the time also your child development grows very fast. And parents, this is not the time to start lying to your child. You know, this is not the area whereby you tell your child, maybe I'll tell you later. This is not the time you should know these certain things. This is not the time you should learn about this. This is not the time you should. No, because these children are very curious. These children explore a lot. So don't think that you're seated there and you think that my child doesn't know about this, my child doesn't know about this. No, they know it. They just want to confirm. By the way, they just want to confirm. It's not that they don't know. They know all the information. But when they come and ask you, it's just they want to confirm how true what they have read. How true is it? So they'll come and ask you a very tricky question. So if you're not smart here, then you start lying to them. Then you are developing something bad to your children's mind. Tell them the truth. Tell them a spade is a spade. Don't say that a spade is a big spoon. No. Call a spade a spade. Tell them whatever they're asking you. If they have read something and they're not clear about it, if they ask you, explain to them. Because this is the time whereby as a parent, you are training your children. You are training them to be responsible. You are training them to be young adults who are very responsible. So tell them, no, please don't. You stubborn. Yes, here we are. So train them in a very proper way. Sit with them, talk to them, and as I always say, as a parent, be an example. Don't say that, don't tell your children that drinking is bad and yet you drink. You drink a lot. Don't tell your children that smoking is bad and yet you're smoking. Give them the reasons. Why are you smoking? Why are you drinking? And how bad it is. So that if they choose their path, but you have told them the truth. And don't lie. As I've said, don't lie. Because you are training your children to be responsible. This is the time you are training your children to be greater in future. This is the time you are training your child to be who you want them to be. So in this training session, in this training period, as a parent, you have to be very keen. As a parent, you have to be very conscious. You have to be very conscious-minded. Because when you are teaching, what you teach your children is what they will become in future. So if you keep teaching them lies, if you keep not telling them the truth, if you keep some information from them, it's what they are now going to discover and see that, okay, my mom, my dad is not a truthful person. My mom, my dad is not a trustworthy person. My mom, my dad is not a faithful person. Because everything starts with you. And as I've said before in my previous videos, that children learn from us. Children learn from us. What we do is what they will do. What we practice is what they will practice. So as a family, as a mother and dad, please live an example life. Be exemplary to your children, because we want these young ones to be, after we are gone, they are the ones taking over the world. So which generation are we living? Are we living a very ill-treated, ill-taught generation, or we want to have a generation of legit, or we want to have a generation of bright children? It's us as the mothers and fathers, we can work together and teach our children what we want them to become. So today I was just looking at that phase between the age of 6 to 12. I know there are a lot of information that you can learn about children on that particular age. There's a lot of information. So keep exploring, keep learning, because I'm also keep learning what to do, because even these ones are growing, and as a mother, I'm also there to train them. I'm also learning from other YouTubers. I'm learning from other people on how to train my children. what to do with my children. So this is just a kind of information that we all share. It's all like a circle of information. We all rotate sharing and exploring and learning from each other. So guys, thank you so much. Hope today you have enjoyed this video and hope to see you in the next video. Please keep tuned and keep supporting each other. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Mwah.